Mic check, mic check, mic check. Good morning, y'all. Holy shit. Previously on Kimba TV. This pump is not bullish. But goddamn, people don't stop shorting. What am I supposed to do? Oh, another TV. Oh, 250K. Oh, another TV coming. Oh, Bugatti money. Oh, I got 100 left. We're flying. Oh! Yeah, okay, what does the 5 minute look like? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, we gonna get down today. We're gonna go over some real crazy alpha. Hopefully it lets you guys juice as well. Swapbase says, so Coinbase swept, derivatives didn't sweep yet. Derivatives went to 382 from the entire dump, but Coinbase didn't. Seems like if Coinbase wants to make a triple top, it would be 36.3. Swabe, you wanna know something crazy? Swabe, you wanna know something crazy, y'all? If I don't know which one it is, Swap Bay. We'll see it together. It's either this or this. But I got to do a little bit more TA. But if these hold, it's going higher than 36. Shit. Oh man, we're gonna do some TA. But golly, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna go high. Yeah, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We'll continue to monitor the gammas, but we're probably gonna go higher than 36. We're probably gonna go higher than 38. Yeah, man. We'll get to it today. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna short before 40. It could be the sleep deprivation talking, y'all. Police, OC Peck Doctor, isn't some retrace expected for healthy move up? The thing is, this isn't a healthy move up. This bitch is probably gonna just keep going and going and going and then nuke when it gets to that level. So we'll do some TA. But theoretically speaking, OC Pet Doctor, every retail trader is gonna be waiting for like a golden pocket pullback or some sort of quote unquote healthy retrace. It's not gonna give it to him. And then it's going to just keep going and going and going. Then once we get to like 36, 38, everybody else is going to get bullish and then we're going to nuke. Something like that. Yeah. But the time frame is what is the variable, OC Pet Doctor. So we'll see. We'll see. Here we are right now. This is the level from yesterday. Dink. 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 Grabbed all the single prints. Right? And now here we are again. So clearly I would want this to bounce. And I would prefer that in 21 minutes when this 30-minute candle closes, this body is above that point of control. Trap long and down for 29,990 single print sweep and hee. Yeah, the thing is this is one of those things where it's gotta go. And if it continues to pull back and let retail get in on easy longs, this isn't the pump that you want. So if this is going to go to something like 36, 38, or in my opinion, 40, it cannot do like some quote unquote healthy retracement or a golden pocket pullback and let a bunch of retail traders in. What you are going to do is you're going to let FOMO longers get in, and then you're going to squeeze them on like wicks down and then continue moving up. So it shouldn't, if this is going to go, it should not give retail easy longs to get into. It's only going to be FOMO longers that keep getting fucked because they top long or their leverage is too high. Something like that. It actually wouldn't be, like for me, already being in a long, if it pulls back to golden pocket and I see a whole bunch of people adding to longs, getting into longs, I probably want to get out of my long. anyways, what we'll do for today is like try to identify. Ideally, this fucker just breaks 35. Okay, if this goes and makes a new higher high, then we're all good. But we could definitely talk about like how far it could pull back, where I might be able to add. Some of you might be looking to long, but yeah, I would probably say that single print is maybe like the last place where I would even think about longing. I honestly wouldn't want to see like these lows get broken. This one in particular. This one is but this is the one that I wouldn't want to see break. So if it did, I would say that's the last place I would think about. Maybe I'll add that single print. For me, this is just plain mathin'. How many people are just shitting themselves right now? Fuck this shit. Stupid scam coin. Manipulation. Hey, look, I said that I really, remember what I said? Okay, first off, give it up for reading the Bugammas right. What did I say? Bearish order flow, right? So give it up for reading the order flow right. But yeah, I mean, I said I didn't want a Kimba Kimba box pullback. First off, if you long this, shout outs to you. Okay. But guys, dude, it took y'all some ETF news bullshit to panic the retail traders to get there. It wasn't going to do it organically. So yeah, I guess it did come back to the Kimba box retracement, but y'all needed some bullshit news. So in an alternate reality, like if that hadn't happened, and it's like, dude, it's like the same story. We got to get above that point of control. So like, I don't know. Yeah, you got it, but it's like, but you needed that bullshit to get you down there. So nothing's really happened. You got to get above there. If you're bullish, S&P has like baby bearish order flow, and that's it. The only short that you would be in right now is the Kimba box from last night. So your average entry would be like right here. Because we saw that together. So the only short that you would have is the one from yesterday that happened live, and your average entry would be somewhere around here. Some people have even better entries, but anything around 35,000, I think is, remember when we were like calculating, I was like, I'm not going to take it because I don't want to overtrade $1,000 per coin thing. And I was like, if I do a 200 Bitcoin position, if I get stopped out, it's going to be 180K, and it wasn't worth it for me. But average entry would be around 35,000, and you wouldn't have been stopped out even on this one. We said just do it at break even. So yeah, if you still have that short, I think you're still okay. You needed to have expected this. So because of this. Right there. So like that normal bearish retrace, bearish retest basically had a couple wicks or whatever, and then boom. And then I was kind of actually noticing like this, or maybe like a this that just lost. It might be doing that. So like the 5th grade TA stuff is helpful, but even before any of this bullshit, we know what we have to do. That's the most important thing to get above. So same thing as this Tuesday morning. I was about to say Monday. What the fuck? Bit Happy says, I'm in that short. Bravo. Because, I mean, we talked about it. We anticipated about it. I had like a couple of hours. We were talking about it, and I made up the decision it wasn't worth it for me, especially because the open interest didn't look good. But, yeah, we probably, how long did we talk about it, Bit Happy? Like 3-4 hours, probably. Drew the fib, right? So, I mean, y'all got filled live. I didn't take it, but you guys got filled live, so that was pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, so if you still have it, I mean, good shit, right? Bit happy. So, like, if you're going to tell me you're in that short, I would assume that's the short that you're going to talk to me about, because we talked about it for hours. Everybody had an opportunity to take it. I said, hands up if you're going to take it. So, yeah, and it would really just be a matter of if you got stopped out on that golden pocket penetration wick. So even if that happened, Bit Happy, even if you got stopped out on that golden pocket penetration, I would still like be super proud, and I would still consider it like a B+ type of trade, right? So the fact that you still have it is fucking awesome. And it grabbed the single prints. Basically, that's where you probably hopped in, Alpeasy, when we were talking about there was like single prints here, single prints here, single prints here. It just grabbed all the singles. Okay, and if you guys remember, 32,650 is the super important level. And so that's why we talked about how if we have 2 daily candle closes, that's why today's daily candle close is kind of really interesting. If we get 2 daily candle closes above 32,650, I said we have a really good shot of fully rotating, because that's more than enough to say we turned that bitch into support, right? So it's a combination of where we left off, right? Short, potentially. The short people, remember what we talked about? Dink, right? So I'm ready to short right there, and I got to seriously think about closing everything if I still have it running, the rest of the 50 Bitcoin, right? Because that's your failed auction. And then you're aiming for like 26. So, ooh, my boy, if you have a 35,000, you rotate full down to 26, right? Boy. See, that's the kind of shit that gets me excited. I don't even need to be in the short, okay? I don't even need to be in the short. If for like the veterans, OGs, y'all know that genuinely I don't even need to be in the short to get excited about shit like that. And I know a bunch of y'all lions, it was tough, but you took it. And so, my goodness, I hope y'all get it, okay? But y'all know what I'm talking about, because that 32,650 level is super important. And isn't it kind of cool, because we already talked about this thing, y'all, right? We already talked about the failed auction preparation, right? Already talked about it. So like, well, I'm not fucking worried about this. I'm not fucking worried about this. I don't give a shit. All I care about is, are we going to do this? Yes or no? We already talked about this. Pretty cool, right? Now, is the open interest helping you, bears? Not really. Okay, so let's just be like objective. Structurally, 5th grade TA wise, bears, you're kind of winning. You're kind of winning, bears. Right? As long as what? You stay below this bitch. But if bulls spend a 30-minute body candle close above 34,442, that point of control, then hot dog. Dead ass simple, right? So nothing's really changed since this morning. Now I did say that I really want to we wouldn't want to lose this low, but dude, they grabbed all the single prints and it Kimba boxed, okay? And you know what they needed to do this red candle? They needed some fake bullshit news. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, I was like, you really wouldn't want to go there, but my goodness. The ETF got delisted. My bad. I would just keep it dead ass simple. As long as you're below point of control, bears, you're in good shape. And it's not like Like that's why we talked and spent and prepped all that time planning about taking this short. You're supposed to be in a short from there. Hey, all the people in shorts from here, the Kimba box takers from yesterday, you're in the penthouse, my guy. Right? Feels good to be the motherfucker that had the balls to take it there, then to scramble to like try to short that or try to short that, right? Hayato says, could you do a recap of your plan for the next days? Sure, brother. So first, were you here yesterday? Hayato, do you remember where we left off yesterday? Do you remember when I said I want to see 2 daily candle closes above 32,650? So let's start with like the bigger time frames and like work our way in. Yes? Okay, awesome. So you remember that, right? So we have 3 hours, 2 hours and 50 minutes left. 50 minutes of that is Macaulay Culkin hour. Will Macaulay deviate outside of the 786 golden pockets, all that stuff? Okay. But so on the daily, as we approach, the next 3 hours, I want to see if we still stay above 32,650. Okay. And then so let's start zooming in a little bit more into like the hourly and stuff like that. So I think this would be the next. Okay. So it's been getting rejected right there. Kimba box. A lot of people short here. Okay. And then if you go like this from here to here. Okay. All right, so all it did was bank. All right, so it set the range. It went to the Kimba box, dink, and then now it's reacting down here. And it basically, it pretty much, pixeled the 7.5. So that's it. But as of right now, it's above here. All righty. So Hayato, this is what I would say. I don't know. If I want to close my long yet or not, because I'm not seeing, first off, there's going to be some people talking about something like this. Yeah, I don't really care too much for like diagonal lines. For me, it's got to get above this thingity thing. It's got to make higher highs. So Hayato, so basically Hayato, if 32,650 holds, do you know what the full rotation would be? Hayato? It's kind of crazy. Hayato-san! Hayato, dude, the full rotation to if 32,650 is support is motherfucking 40K. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. Okay. Yeah, Hayato. So now I'm not talking about a $10,000 dildo in one day. I guess that's possible, but you understand that we're not talking about something weird like that, right? RG Bargy says, did I hear full rotation? If 32,650 is support. Yeah, there's no resistance. Okay, and I'm not, and you've been here long enough. Am I saying that it's going up there? I'm not. Am I saying that it's gonna go there quick? None of that stuff, right, Hayato? So you take that when I identify a level, you take that with a grain of salt. That's a full rotation, okay? So I'm actually, if it does go there, I'm going big short. I'm going big short. Okay. And I think that's when you would see longs trapped. I bet between 36 and 40. Oh, and I'm actually counting on like my non-crypto real life friends to like ask me if they should start buying. I swear to God, if they do that, I'm shorting 40K. Oh God, I'm doing it. Okay, but anyways. So that would be the fucking goofy ass full rotation. Now, what do we always talk about when we penetrate like a really significant resistance though, Hayato? because you've got a wizard hat on, and this isn't the first time we're doing the same exact thing as before. Hayato, how many times have we talked about what this be, boy? Come on, man, we know that. And it's not your neighborhood cat. It is a failed auction, right? So, dude, it kind of looks like it. So that is only confirmed when this breaks. Okay? So, again, that's that 32,650 level. So, we already talked about it, but if it does this, I'm shorting that retest. Some people, now there's single prints right here. You understand? So you've got to, it's either this or sweep. You've got single prints here. Okay. So I don't know what you want to, like everybody kind of has to figure out how the fuck am I going to dodge these bullets like Neo? Because what do we say about these single prints? You don't want to be the dickhead that gets stopped out at the single print. Okay. And then like if you really, really try hard, you know, you go from like big daddy swing high, swing low, you start to have overlap on those single prints with the golden pocket. So, you know, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me why I would want to long that if my original, see, for me, it's like programming, you know, it's like CSS. You've got like, you know, you've got your kernel and then you've got like subsets, right? So like, I need daily candle close above here. I guess if it's a daily candle close above here, I would tolerate a wick in there. So for me, sweep is okay. And in fact, going down there is okay. But even if I have a long from here and the price is here and I'm in Gucci profits, if we don't have a daily candle close above this, I think I'm going to just put my stop loss at tiny profit, not let it go red and papink me. So so Hayato, so basically, you know, let's identify levels to the upside. Before 40K, there's about 30 TPO, value area low, value area high, point of controls, volume point of controls. There's varying degrees of baby resistance that could always be a play, you know? And me personally, see, Hayato, here's the thing. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what the fuck we're doing at 36K. If there's like people out there that's like, I told you and yeah, I understand that the 35K is CME, but dude, what the fuck are we doing here? I have no idea. So the best thing that I can do is instead of getting trapped on some volatile candles here, up and down, all I'm going to do is, okay, here's where the resistance levels are. Here's the Fibonacci mathematical levels. You know, I know how to look for divergences, CVD, and I'm going to pay attention to the open interest to see if there's really market makers really shorting. Okay. If they're not shorting, I'm not going to short because the only way that the price is going down is retail is pushing it down and basically they're getting trapped. And then the longers are just TPing, which I'm not doing and falling for. Okay, but you have to understand that kind of risk, basically, I'm going to piss away 50, 60, 70K, and I'm okay with that. If you've been taking a whole bunch of L's and you're in some sort of miracle long, you maybe shouldn't be so reckless with your profits. So, you know, that's the part where you kind of have to be individualistic and figure out what's probably best for you. All right, Hayato, but all I'm looking for is seeing if people are actually shorting and watching if the open interest is going up. Okay? So that's really it. But, you know, in a bizarre way, I think this fucker might go. Yeah, so Hayato, ain't nothing wrong with that. And, you know, if this is going to fail auction, this is going to rotate to like 25.8. And so, you know, I'm not going to cry over this range right here if we can go down here. Does that make sense, Hayato? And again, bro, that's just me. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being a little bit extra bearish or bullish than I am. You know what I mean? Soulja boy still streaming? What? Yo, we're 110 viewers away from Soulja Boys. Viewer count? Fuck was that? His ass has been streaming as long as I have. Oh man, and he's making beats and shit. Oh my god. Oh, he's straight out streaming me. We making it out the hood with this one. What's poppin' chats? Make the note. Yo, there's a back seat. There's a backseat producer. Make the notes even longer. Oh my god. There's one in every fucking niche, dude. This fucker said make the notes longer. Take profit. Oh my god. You know, make the notes longer. Well, you should have. Suave just gifted 5 subs. Y'all are fucked up. Oh, y'all are fucked up. Y'all are fucked up. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh god. Hold on.
Soulja Boy, tell him. So, hey, SWAT B, what up? K1 M68, what's poppin'? Thank you for the 5 gifted. Soulja Boy, Soulja Boy, tell him. Soulja Boy, tell him. Let's go, K1 M68 with the 5 gifted subs. Shout out Kimber. Let's get it, Kimber, what's poppin'?
I don't even give a shit about this long anymore. We have won the day.
Thank you for the gifted subs, man.
We're all gonna get liquidated while we're watching Soulja Boy. We're fucked up.
Boy, tell them I got me. Okay. Chat, what should I call my new album?
Everybody say Bugatti lettuce. Everybody spam Bugatti lettuce.
Let's get it.
Everybody spam Bugatti lettuce. Bugatti lettuce. Everybody spam Bugatti lettuce. So, you know, just to kind of like think broadly, if this bitch goes to like 40K, and it could be like a kind of a really close to even number like that, but that's a big short for me, K-Love. On the downside, you know, that 32,650 zone is an interesting level where if that gets turned into support, you're going to see a really interesting full rotation. That's also the base of a failed auction, right? So, and you have single prints underneath. So I think we'll all have different ways to kind of play it and interpret it. I'm most likely, if I'm going to long that, then I have to probably commit to just keeping this and adding. Right? I don't think I would close this and then take a new trade down there. So yeah, I gotta figure that shit out. But I'm not gonna try too hard. You know, I'm not gonna complain too much about this trade. So this one went above and beyond what I was expecting. So yeah, so we kind of talked about the different ways that you could like try to minimize your loss. Not that, I mean the 32650. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's that. It doesn't matter if it's that. It doesn't matter if it's that. Okay, this is a more smaller time frame sweep. This is more of a smaller time frame sweep. For me, this sweep is going to be a daily, because all I care about, and if you remember yesterday, all I care about are daily candle closes above this. So that's when I was talking, Bourbon, about even if I get into a long here, if we close the daily candle below 32650, even if I have a perfect long entry from right there, I'm going to put my stop loss up and protect it and probably put break even, because this is what we were talking about, right? Right? That would be a failed auction. So I'm going to probably short right there. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what the level is. You know, so like that play that I was just talking about, you would extrapolate that through the whole day. It doesn't have to be like a small time frame sweep. Okay. But that thing right there, it has to happen during the whole day. Okay, so theoretically, you would want break, like, because you would want one failure on each side. Oh, we're gonna go fuck yourself. You know, might even make like a lower. Nah, probably not. But you know, we want to fake out on both, and then. But that would be the opposite of what we're seeing here, right? Yeah, so something like that. It really doesn't matter the like the level or the time frame, the shape, the way in which the markets would react, the levels that it would respect, the levels that it wouldn't lose. Those are all going to be pretty similar, in my opinion, Burbeezy. Okay. I asked because you said maybe taking it blindly, but you juice, so taking it with profits. That is correct. So what I might do, Burbeezy, if I'm gonna do a blind, is single print, right? So blind limit. Let's say that I wanted to do 200 Bitcoin position size, Bourbon. 25, 50 of the 200 is blind, okay? And then since I'm doing it blind, I know that the standard deviation, right? I can take a look at all the ways that it deviated from the single prints, take an average. Some people will do like 1.1 or 1.2, 1.5, 2x, like ATR, whatever you want to do, right? So you would already have to hard code a stop loss, right? For these, just in case it goes bank, right? But if I'm going to do it blind, it's going to be for a small portion, and it's going to be to try to catch the bottom, okay? But what I'm hoping for, Bourbon, is brink, now I'm filled, average entry like right there, right? Or average entry right there, right? This goes like this, right? And then I go from this to this, golden pocket, and then from sweep to the golden pocket, or maybe even 7.5, I have limits. So if it only does this, my average is still right there, theoretically. And you got to pre-work all this math out so you know exactly where your limits are and what your sizing is, right? But that's like just fit first grade math, so not that hard. But that's what I mean, Bourbon. It's not like I'm gonna try to knife catch. It's gonna be a small portion to try. So I'm basically front running the front run. Some goofy ass shit like that. Yeah. And that's not really, it's smart, but also like not too complicated. It's just basic like risk management, right? If you're going to be aggressive, I'm at least hybridizing it with like common sense risk management. Bokan is asking, why is 32,650 the make or break? So it's a zone, okay? But do you know what that number is? If you go to daily candles, okay, and you go all the way back to the May 10th high. So that's that. That I have marked, but clearly it's not like an exact level, right? It's a zone all the way down, all the way to this candle peak, right? So it's a zone. I swear to God, if one more person asks me about that line, I should just delete it because I don't think it's really helpful. It's probably confusing, if anything. It's a zone, right? If I asked you what was resistance that it would conceptually turn into support, it would be this, right? So that's all it is. I'm sure you guys can see that. So don't really put too much weight into like the exact number. It's going to be different on every exchange anyways. Okay? But it's a zone. It's clearly a zone because it'd be that candle wick and then this candle wick. So something like that. All right, market makers, I'm taking off. I won't be home for like 2-3 hours. Do yo thing. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, it don't matter. We're all lions. All right. I will see you guys all bright and early. Market makers, let's make it official. Here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all, stay safe. Have a great night. And Sato, let them know what happens if they stop using stop loss.